Yes, we are going live. I believe we're streaming now and we're recording. All right, welcome everybody, whoever you're watching, wherever you're watching from, and whatever platform you are watching from. This is Napoleon Hill Institute Live. We are going to be doing more of these live series of just teaching, really explaining the principles and the philosophies of the Napoleon Hill, world. Think and Grow Rich. Right now, we're focusing on Think and Grow Rich with peace of mind. That's a huge topic that we're focused on right now. We have our big live event in New York next week. So a week from today, I will be, Cleona will be, the president of the Napoleon Hill Institute, Dr. Joe Vitale will be, Don Green will be there. He is down at the Napoleon Hill Foundation in Virginia. There are so many people. Jeffrey Gittamore, the king of sales, he wrote amazing books. He is just a prolific writer. And all of these people will be live in person in New York City. So we are just really using this as an opportunity to reach our community in a bigger way, because this is the topic that we really need to speak about the most. I myself am a psychotherapist and a mindset coach, and I'm a principal teacher here at the Napoleon Hill Institute. And I am joined by the beautiful CEO of the Napoleon Hill Institute, Cleona O'Hara.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. It's nice to meet you all. I'm actually streaming on Instagram over here, and then I have this over here. I don't know where I am beaming out to. I've never done this before, so it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm so grateful, and I agree with you, Carla. I think this is a topic that we need to really tap into. Like you, we've been studying with Bob Proctor. We've been studying this material for years. We have great results in our life, big changes in my life, your life. We've got these really horror stories to wonderful stories. And I think we've become better women. I think we've become much better women, better members of society. That's for sure. Contributors to society. And we think different, we act different. Therefore, our life is different. But what I've noticed in the industry in the last couple of years, and I also fell for it and did it myself. And that was, the goal setting and going after goals, but not taking time for peace of mind, really tapping into, do I have peace of mind? Why do I feel this way? Why am I working so much and not taking care of myself? So for me, it's become a priority. And I think it's time that we speak up. Yes, think and grow rich. By all means, let's everybody get rich. I think it's our responsibility to be wealthy, actually. I think we all should be wealthy because then we can help more people. But we have to have peace of mind on this journey.
Yes, and you hit the nail on the head, and this is why, like Cleona said, we've been in this industry for probably almost 50 decades combined. I myself over 20 years and her even more. And so our mission is to really, what's the next level? Why are people hesitant to join programs or sign up or trust, their dreams and their hopes with coaches, so to speak, or even therapists? I found myself. It's because a lot of people are out there, preaching these messages like, get your goals, get all this, which we want to. But why do so few people achieve these goals? Why is it so hard for us? I was stuck in this rat race, right? This wheel, this hamster wheel for almost 2 decades. It's because not just that peace of mind is more important. Hear me when I say this. Peace of mind is the only way we will ever attract anything. And studies continue to show if we are not truly, our nervous system is not regulated and calm, and we know how to regulate and get ourselves into a parasympathetic nervous system, we are by default in a chaotic, sympathetic, nervous energy and vibration, and we don't attract anything, right? The law of attraction is a really popular word that we're all aware of, and it's real as gravity is real. But the law of attraction is a secondary law. The first law is a law of vibration, otherwise known as your emotional state. How are you vibrating? If we don't have our vibration right, we're not going to attract right, because the classic cognitive behavioral therapy model is we think, we feel, we act, we get results. But the truth is we think, we feel, we vibrate, and we attract.
That's right.
So what would you say, Cleona, about the importance of vibration and how important it is to keep ourselves in a calm vibration as much as we can? Because we know life happens, firsthand as an independent lady.
3 kids, a puppy, and a business all over the world. Yeah, I mean, it's everything. Your vibration is everything. It's your responsibility. And yes, you can't be at all times sitting meditating and in a joyous vibration. It's just not possible. But over time, when you use these tools and you study with us, you'll learn how to go back quickly back to joy or go back to peace. You'll go back to a feeling of, usually what I do is go back to my goal back home, and it's peace of mind. It's not, people say feeling is the secret. Yes, because that's your vibration, right? But what is the feeling? What is the feeling of the goal achieved? And how does that feel? So I always go back to, it's really at peace. When you think about and you tap into the goal achieved, you're at peace
Yeah.
because it's already done. You believe it's done onto you. And so there is no massive excitement. If we're too excited, then we'll get too low. So we're supposed to be calm. And a lot of people are burning themselves out. People are grinding, they're working harder instead of focusing on their vibration, putting in more hours, putting in more in the clock. And I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of that in the industry of pushing people. Yes, you can do it. Yeah, of course, you're going to need some motivation to get going. But I'm not a fan or a supporter, and I will not condone that grinding mentality where you burn out, you're not spending time with your family, you're going 12, 15 hours a day. I don't want to be part of that. So your vibration is first. How do you feel? That's your responsibility.
Yeah. And as, a powerful leader of this company, really, we're carrying the torch. So if you guys are fans, if you're watching this, clearly you're into personal development. And Napoleon Hill, who was a prolific writer, wrote many books. A lot of people just know his book, Think and Grow Rich, but he has Outwitting the Devil, which is an amazing book. And one of the last books he ever wrote, there it is. Oh, this is so powerful. If you guys have not read that book, there's that great rapper Russ. He has an amazing song. I think it's called
Yeah,
Dirt. I don't know what it's called. In the Dirt.
dirt or something. Yeah,
Yes. But
so
it's
good.
yes, a lot of his raps are based on, and he said this book changed his life. I mean, we can go on and on. Yeezy, Jay-Z, Oprah, all these people. But this is the core. They're principles that people follow. But I say all that to say, Cleona revived the Napoleon Hill Institute. The Napoleon Hill Institute was an institute that was back in the 60s in Chicago. It really ended then. So it has
Yeah,
been that long, almost 60 years since
yeah,
this movement based on the principles and the success philosophies that have created more millionaires than any other book out there. And so when we're to tie all this together, when Cleona's talking about mindfulness, she's not about the rat race. She already did that. I already did that. If a little background about me, I was anxious. I was depressed. I used to use alcohol to cope. I'm 5 years sober now. I was the opposite of peace of mind. I was chaos of mind. All of my circuits were just like busted. I was like a raw nerve. And I was doing all the personal development work. No wonder why nothing worked.
yeah,
But as recently as just this past year, as we've, well, Cleona really has been running this and leading all of us. Of course, this is all of our company, but she's really our leader. She went to a retreat. She went to a silent retreat,
yeah.
which really, birthed this beautiful idea of the very first live Napoleon Hill Institute event that we're going to have next week. So if you haven't heard yet, it is next Thursday, June 20th through Saturday, June 22nd, live in New York. All the details are on our website, NapoleonHillInstitute.com. Make sure you, as you're watching this, go check out the webpage. We have so many payment options. This is also something where we're disrupting the industry. We're going to make it accessible to everybody. We're going to have bring a friend option. You can do group rate options. There's upgrades. You can do so many. We're here to help you. Don't ever
Yeah,
let money or cost or your paradigms around poverty, because that's what kept me away from these programs is, oh my God, they charge so much, these coaching programs and these events. Like, I don't have all this thousands of dollars to throw around. You can get in for $300 around there, but make sure you get in. But I say all that to say is Cleona went to this retreat, which spurred and birthed the idea of this very first event we're going to do. It's all about mindfulness. I myself will be there. I'm a licensed therapist, and I'm going to talk about modalities. that can regulate our nervous system. Tapping, EFT tapping. Let's see, I also practice EMDR. We might have some breakout sessions and some kind of flash sessions with everybody to really implement breathing exercises. We have so many talented speakers that are going to be there. This event has never been done. So, Cleona, you want to talk a little bit about your experience at that retreat and why you want to do a retreat like this that we're all going to be there next week?
So just like you, Carla, I've been to so many events. I used to pay $10,000 for an event for a couple of days. And I think it was about a month or 2 months ago when I'm running the business. I have my children, I'm my everyday life, study the material. I do auto suggestion. I do everything that we teach. I don't, I walk the walk and walk the talk. And so there was one day I woke up and I just really didn't feel, I couldn't calm my mind. I couldn't silence my thoughts. And I could usually do it, do the work, my morning routine, do my meditation. But this one day, Carla, I couldn't silence my mind. And it was so heavy and it was so noisy. And I thought, what is going on? I know the material. I know how all this works. No matter what I did, didn't work, didn't work. I went to class, I studied, I did everything, it wouldn't work. It was like this heavy cloud on my mind. And I called the team and I said, listen, I need to go. My intuition's telling me I need to go take a break. I'm going to turn my phone off for 1 or 2 days. I need to figure out, why can't I shift this? And it was kind of, for me, I think it was all divine and it was all meant to be, because I needed to put myself back in the shoes of our clients. I now realize, and I needed to, so I followed my intuition and I kept asking, I always ask, I go internal and I ask, what am I to do? And I heard, you need silence. You need silence. And I said, okay. So I started Googling silent retreats. And I found a retreat upstate New York. I drove an hour and a half, and it was a monastery with monks, and they were doing a silent retreat. So I called them up. I said, can I come? They let me come. All I had to do was give a donation. They even had like dorm rooms, women's dorms rooms were on one side, the men's were on the other side. And it was just so simple. Here I am driving my Porsche and I'm, this whatever businesswoman, and I'm up in this cabin type of place with these little dorm rooms, the cheapest of the cheap, the
Very
minimalist,
humble. Yep.
very humble. I walk in, a little chair, little desk, not no frills whatsoever, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I just took a big sigh, and it was a big breath of, it was relief. And I just thought, wow, this is what I need. I need to be in nature and I need to shut it all down. I turned the phones off for 2 days, and then they showed me how to meditate in silence. In the beginning was very difficult for like an hour or two. My mind was going everywhere, but then over time, then there was the silence. And it changed me. You all know, the whole team knows. I came back different. I said, wait a minute, this Think and Grow Rich, it's not about that. It's about what Napoleon said before he died. You must grow rich with peace of mind. Peace of mind is first. I know from experience, and I think that happened for a reason. So that's why I'm so passionate about teaching the principles of Think and Grow Rich, but also peace of mind, Carla. We have to help people. People are suffering. And I thought about how I felt, and I've got all these tools, I've got all this training, and I couldn't shift it. And then I thought about how many millions of people are out there right now watching this, maybe, and you're suffering, you have anxiety, you have stress, you don't know what to do with it. You don't know where it's coming from. So that's why the event in New York is from my heart. It's so affordable. People are probably thinking, what is she doing? It's too cheap, in my opinion. But I packed it full of so much value that whoever comes to New York, I put my hand on my heart and I'm telling you now, whoever comes to New York, you're going to have a transformation. And not only that, when you leave New York, I have a 90-day plan for you. Then we have a retreat in October, a silent retreat. But in between there's work to do. And so it's a 90-day plan, starting with an event in New York. It's so affordable. Just get there. Get there. It's going to change your life.
My God, you guys, did you just hear what she said? This is why I'm so proud to be a part of this institution truly for the rest of my life. Like, when you find your thing. And like I said, for 20 years, not just my background and my master's degree in clinical psychology and all of my certificates and being certified at the Napoleon Hill Institute and being able to read verbatim every word in the book, Think and Grow Rich. But experience is everything. And what Cleona just shared about her experience, there's a part of you, and you know it, that we crave this connection. We crave this inner connection with ourself. Or are we letting our other self, as Napoleon Hill talks about, run our life? Are we living from the outside in? Are we letting the outside world dictate our results? You might find yourself in that position. I certainly did. I said, for sure, I'm a good person. I'm kind, I donate, I tithe. Surely God is going to bless me. Something's got to change. Like, when am my ups going to come? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
We have to calm our body down. Think about, who are we listening to? When Napoleon Hill says, think and grow rich, what are we thinking? Are we even thinking? Right thinking, proper thinking. What's the term he uses? Accurate thinking.
Accurate thinking. Yeah.
Napoleon Hill uses the term accurate thinking because we're not taught how to accurately think. But this is an event. It's not even just an event. We're starting in New York.
No.
We're going to hold you in this container for the time between. Then we're going to meet again in October for this silent retreat. It's going to be a whole process that has never been seen before. And Cleona's right. We're breaking the rules. We're breaking the rules when it comes to the pricing in the industry, the experience that you have. It's, givers. We're graciously giving, and we don't because we know what we receive psychically. It doesn't matter. I was given. Cleona gave to me. Bob Proctor gave to me. Joe Vitale gave to me. These amazing teachers gave to me. And so at this event in New York, this time next week, we're going to be sitting there. We actually have a monk who's going to join us.
I can't wait.
A beautiful soul. A monk is going to be there and really teach us how to sit in silence, and we will sit in silence. There's even going to be, I have some tricks up my sleeve about things that we're going to do, but it's about disconnecting. So what is the bridge? This event is the bridge. Sometimes we think we just have to be spiritual and calm and, connected, or we're go-getters and we're, grinding and we're doing this. But what about the people in between? What about the people who want to be peaceful and want to make things happen? That's probably you if you're listening to this. You want to make a change in the world, but you don't really, jive with the whole grind culture. But also you're like, I get too antsy when I'm sitting around on my lily pad just expecting things to come to me. This event is for you.
Yeah. I love that. If you're seeking fulfillment, yes, you're a goal achiever like me, like all of us, like Carla. And yes, you want to be wealthy. Absolutely. It's your birthright. But you also prioritize your family and your loved ones and your peace of mind. Then this is for you. We'll teach you how to do it. 3 full days of training with these incredible speakers and teachers. And then these modalities, these healing modalities that you can take home with you and practice and use like we are. And then on Saturday night, we're going to have a big party on the rooftop overlooking New York City skyline. It is incredible. I can't wait till you all come and see the view. For me, it's got a special place in my heart. It's my favorite view in the world, is this one in particular view on the rooftop. You're going to feel the energy. We're all going to celebrate Saturday night, get dressed up and celebrate life. But I really, really encourage any of you watching this, if you're even thinking about it, just go do it. So go to the website, Napoleon Hill Institute Dr. I've created this, and our team have created this from my heart, curated this plan for you.
Yes. And so reach out. If you're on YouTube, comment below. We will reach out to you. Leave us your email address. If you're on LinkedIn, I know we're streaming live on Cleona's page. Send her a message, a private message, email us. And again, the easiest way would be to go to NapoleonHillInstitute.com. And I know, Cleona, you're a busy lady. You have things to do. So is there any parting words that you want to say, or, anything that stands out to you about this topic?
Yeah, I would just say, listen, check in, close your eyes. You see, I close my eyes often because I don't want to talk from my head and go to the logic. I want to talk from my heart. So I'm going to ask you all, after watching this, just close your eyes for a moment, tap into your heart, and then tap into the truth of who you really are and what you want. And if you have a calling and you feel this is reaching out to you for a reason, then go take action. I don't know how long we're on this planet. I believe we only live once. I don't know. Maybe we don't. I don't have the evidence yet. But make your life your life. And what I mean by that is there's too many people living other people's lives based on what they think they should be doing. It's no way to live. You can live with peace of mind. You can live with riches and wealth and harmony and joy, and we can show you how to do it. So I will see you all on Thursday at the event in New York. I'm so grateful. Carla, I love you. You're one of the best teachers in the world. You're one of the best friends a person could ever have in the world as well. I'm so grateful I get to work with you.
Likewise. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cleona. Thank you for this beautiful vision. I cannot wait to be with you in person next Wednesday. So we will see all of you. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. I myself will be on another stream, and I'm going to walk you through one of my favorite tapping regulating exercises in just probably another hour or so. So I will see you guys later, and we continue to give you this live content all weekend long. It's a marathon. We're, really revving up for our live events. So again, stay close to your subscription bells and all the whistles when we go live, and we look forward to seeing you soon.